Mary is meant to be, if you will, a model to us. A model of and for many things, but a model as a person who cooperated with God, cooperated with the will of God, the plan of God. We might think that because it was Mary, that it was easy for her. It wasn't. I'm sure she had her mixed feelings about it. And just because she was chosen before she was born to be the mother of God still didn't make it easy. But amidst it all and through it all, she did say yes to the plan of God. The plan that she would be the mother of the Christ, the Savior. I would suggest to you that today's feast might get us thinking about, what is God asking me or us to do and to be? Just like Mary, how do we bring Christ into the world of today? How are we Christ bearers, Christians in today's world? Especially when we think that, well, maybe I'm not the best person for the job, or I just can't do that. I am unworthy. I don't want to do it. But St. Luke reminds us, nothing, no thing, and nothing is impossible with God. You know, I think sometimes we think, and sometimes it is, a real challenging thing to be this Christian, this Catholic, this person of God, this disciple of Jesus in the world today. But sometimes what we think is impossible ain't that big of a thing. It's probably more in our head or in our stubbornness that we say, I can't do that. Because our faith most of the time is lived around the people you're with. Maybe God is calling us. You know, we think of this pandemic here going on, and people's lives have changed. Unfortunately, some lives have changed drastically for the worst. But in some way or ways, everybody's life has changed over the last 9 months. You know, some of the routines of life that people had, they don't have them anymore. They're home a little bit more, or a lot more. And people have coped with that. And some people have really accepted the challenge. Maybe some people had said, you know, I'm home now, I'm going to learn how to cook. Some people say, I can cook. That's easy. But I'm going to reach out to my neighbors and my friends and just sort of see how they're doing. Share a meal with them. That's not impossible, because many of us could do that without even thinking about it. I'm going to spend a little bit more time with my spouse, or a little bit more time with my kids. And kids might say, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with my parents, because I got to. I'm stuck here. No big gatherings at school or wherever. But it's in these places that we can birth Christ. And on the list goes. We might ask ourselves, maybe the word impossible is not the best word to use, but maybe what's the challenges that we face, that we say, God, I can't do this. And God is saying, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Believe not only in your own abilities, but believe in my spirit, my power. That together we can make it happen. And I think in the process, as we live our lives, just not for ourselves and in our own secular ways, but as we live our lives also in that holy, sacred of ways. Doesn't mean we're holy rollers. We know that. God knows it. But it means we're living our faith in very everyday ways. At the same time, we're giving witness. We're being a model to other people that this is possible. It just wasn't possible for Mary. It is and still is possible for us, because let me show you. Because our children need models from all of us and any of us. Models that we continue to grow in love of God and God's people. We continue to be faithful disciples of Jesus the Christ.